Come on in, friends. We are talking all things going live. I hope you are having a good one. We're going to get started in just a few moments. I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you need support. So, we're going to get started in just a few moments. Um, Hello, friends. We're getting started now. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. We're talking about our growth year. This is our year of growth. Appreciate everybody coming through. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get to chatting and talking in just a few minutes. Thank you all for coming in. Hello, how you doing, friends? Those who are here looking at me, say hello. How you doing? How's everything going? I'm dear barista. I don't know if that's you because I don't think it is, but hey, Indian me. How are you, friend? Hello. Thank you for that. Thank you for saying hello or commenting in the chat. So we're gonna get to start. We're gonna get started in just a second. Yes, India. Yes, India. I am in Florida. Florida me. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna get to talking. Your girl is trying to make sure we get engagement going. We'll get started in just a few minutes. This is my 4 o'clock live. So we talk all things live streaming. Thank you for the hearts. If you are new to my live, I always say come in, say hello. How are you? Appreciate all the engagement. I think you guys are returners. So that's the thing about YouTube. I don't know who's here until you guys chime in and say, hello, I'm here. Welcome. And so I want to welcome you all for being here. Let me know if you have questions. Appreciate you. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. Not a granny. Not a granny. But I appreciate you. So if you're 18 years and under, make sure that you like the live. I mean, make sure that you don't come to this live. You got to be over 18, first of all. Second of all, make sure you like the live and as well as subscribe to the channel. Click the button to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hey, where are you from? I am in Florida. Welcome to the live. I am in Florida, friends. Thank you so much for being here. This is my live stream where we talk all things going live. I appreciate you all coming through and being here. I usually start my live off talking, and I share it before after I go live. If I should share it early, I was thinking about doing that today. But thank you all for being here. So again, if you are new, go ahead and click the like button. Thumbs up, like the live. If you have not subscribed to the channel, click that button to subscribe. And if you have not gotten notifications of me being live, click the bell to get notifications when I go live and post content. So I'm going to talk all things live streaming. That's what I do. I come on live twice a day on YouTube, and then I also go on TikTok. So we're going to do some TikTok engagement in a second. I have to be honest with you guys. We just started here. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Um, what's the artwork? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. The artwork. Yeah, that's the artwork. It's just wall art right there. Thank you so much for coming. So I go twice a day. I come here. I am going to be doing a YouTube only session because I do talk only on TikTok. I'm primarily on TikTok sharing tips and strategies, growth. I'm a creator network agency on TikTok, meaning that I am part of one of their free programs that they offer to people who are trying to go live and needing support and needing an agency to help navigate the go live experience. So I do that for TikTok. TikTok pays me to do it. It's part of the compensation I get for supporting creators who sign up under me. And ultimately, what we're doing is going live with ease and confidence. And I teach you about the process, and we continue to talk and go through different things to help improve your live stream. So I primarily focus on TikTok because of that, but I'm looking in this year to grow my YouTube presence, to grow my channel. I'm looking intentionally about growing to support other creators here that are looking to live stream and understand how to brand yourself, how to leverage digital marketing. I have resources on my stand store, which is also on my platform. If you're interested in that, you can go to my stand and get it. You look amazing. Can you I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you so much. I'm not sure. That must be on your phone. But I appreciate you all being here. I think, was that a joke? I don't know. Was that a joke? It wasn't funny. So I don't know if it was. Good evening. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for sharing. Happy New Year. Appreciate that, friend. So we're gonna talk all things going live in a second. Like I said, I will focus on my eyes hurting. Focus on YouTube as I move forward in this year. So ideally, I'm gonna find some dates. Have you subscribed to your channel? I haven't subscribed to. Oh, thank you so much for doing that. So if you haven't subscribed, click the subscriber button, but also give me a thumbs up, and then also click the bell to get notifications when I go live and post content. As I move forward in this year, we're going to do some more exclusive content. I'm looking to do sub members only live soon. Probably as we roll out this month of January, I should have. I'm going to try to see if I can get the membership feature to be able to activate that. I need some more views on my videos, but I'll get there soon. We're going to do that service. I'm going to do more exclusive content, maybe come here for about an hour and just talk to my YouTube community. We'll talk about what's happening here, and if you're looking to grow and get support, I'll offer those services as well. It's a different program from TikTok. So TikTok has the Creator Network program, but over here you all can connect with me in other ways, okay? So let me know if there's questions. I'm always here to help with questions. And so we'll get going in a second. I appreciate the support from you all. And you said, please fly you out. What does that mean? Fly you out to where? Florida? I'm not sure what that means, but fly me out. But yeah, definitely, we're about to get started. Um, let's see, let's focus. We got to stay focused, y'all. So when it comes to the comments, let me just say this. Oh, you say you're dying to meet me. That's funny. Appreciate you, friend. Well, look here. When it comes to the comments, we got to keep the comments professional. So a couple questions I get all the time. So here's the questions, guys. Where are you from? Thank you so much, friend. Where are you from? I'm from Florida. Okay? I'm in US, I'm in Florida. That's my number one question. Second question is, are you married? Yes, I'm married. So I am married. Third question I get all the time. These are more compliments. Oh, your hair is beautiful. I like your lipstick. You're beautiful. You just wrote that. Oh, you're beautiful. See, I get it all the time. So thank you for the compliments. But we're gonna talk all things live streaming. So feel free to connect and ask questions about live streaming. We are gonna go on TikTok in just a moment. I'm about to start my live. I'm gonna connect with you guys over there, and then we will get going. So if you have questions and you're looking to grow, I'm happy to answer questions. In the meantime, we're gonna go live. We're gonna build our community. We're gonna go live with confidence and ease in just a few moments. Um, so I appreciate you all coming in. Let's see. I won't get going over there. I'm not gonna share it quite yet. Hello, everybody. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. We are talking all things growth, and on the TikTok street, this is our year of growth. Hello. Thank you for the compliments. Hello, TikTok. TikTok. Hello, TikTok. We are talking about a new year, new me. We're talking about a year of growth. This is what we're doing today. We are growing TikTok. So come on in if you are looking to grow your community, if you're looking to go live with ease and confidence. Hello, friend. How are you? Come on in. Let me know where you're from. Come in and chat. How you doing? Encourage. How you doing, friend? Come in if you are looking to grow this season. We're going to talk all things going live. Thank you so much for being here. I hadn't seen you in a minute. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Come in and say hello. Appreciate you being here. If you are new to my live, feel free to go live. Feel free to come in and let me know if you have questions. We're going to talk all things going live. Happy New Year, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody on the other side, we got our friends in the Eugenia. How are you, friend? Happy New Year. Come on in. Appreciate everybody coming through. Come in and support. Thank you so much. Appreciate you joining my live. So we're going to get started. This is for TikTok. This is our year of growth where we are talking new year, new me. We are talking about the things that we're going to let go. We're going to focus on growing this year. We're going to focus on building. We're giving the 2025 the gift of goodbye. So that's what we're doing. The gift of goodbye to 2025 and all the things that came with it last year and prior years. We're focused on our growth this year. Okay. Thank you so much, Encourage. I appreciate your friend. So that's an old sermon. And honestly, it's a sermon that I thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. It's a sermon that I focused on quite a bit when I was going through my divorce. That was a sermon I had to repeat on. I had on repeat because I wanted to make sure I understood. You know what? Sometimes people come in your life for a reason and a season, and we know that. We've heard that before. We know that. And so when it comes to growing and being able to expand our mindset and how we think about things, we sometimes have to say, you know what? The gift was that goodbye happened. That's actually the gift. And now you can see yourself do more and more because you let all the other stuff happen and let it go. Okay? So you need to see yourself through that. So when we talk about 2025, we need to see ourselves through that year. We needed to expand and grow, and now we're in a new year. So that's what we're going to talk about today, the year of growth. That's what we're talking about. I want you guys to feel confident and ease that you can grow. Let me just see something real quick because I know I'm going between the two accounts, and I want to see. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much, friends. I always want to make sure I'm checking my comments. Thank you so much for everybody on the YT. Feel free to give me a thumbs up if you are here. If you haven't subscribed before, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, Disaster Drama Queen. Thank you so much for being here. So let me share out my live. I have not shared it out to the community. I want to let people know I'm here. Thank you so much. Those that are coming in, I'm not on the screen right now. I'm not on the screen, but I appreciate you all coming in and saying hello. I appreciate that. And if I missed you for whatever reason, come on in and feel free to share any thoughts. Thank you for that daily heart me as well. Appreciate that Sunshine Beachwear model. Appreciate you, friend. Let me share my screen out. Let's see. Let me share to my communities, my groups, and then we'll get going. Give me 1 second. We're gonna get more people in the room. 1 second. Okay, so there we go. Thank you so much. I shared it out. I just wanted to make sure I shared it out to people so that they know I'm here. Appreciate everybody over here watching as well. So we got more people watching. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. Oh, Charmaine, I owe you a message. I got a message from TikTok. So me and you need to talk. I'm going to send you a message, friend. Yeah, we need to chat because I'm not sure what happened today, but you are on my naughty list. So come on in, Charmaine. We're gonna find out what happened. I think TikTok was not happy with your live today. So let's chat for a minute. Send me a message, Charmaine. I don't want to miss you when I get off live and I forget to say I messed up telling hypothetical stories. TikTok was like, what's going on here? TikTok was like, no ma'am, no ma'am. Yes, friend, you got in trouble. You got in trouble. Now I see the ones that y'all get in trouble for. I do see the trouble. I get the notification rather. But yeah, you got in trouble. So your story TikTok was like, we ain't doing that. so you said my hypothetical story. I know, friends. So send me a message of what. Do me a favor. Send me a message. Well, first of all, you need to appeal it because you didn't appeal it. So you need to go. I'm gonna show you where to go. So you got to do the first step. And when you do the first step, they will review it and accept or not. Okay. So that's what you need to do. You need to appeal it and put in what happened. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I take that back. I got it. I did appeal. So that's okay. Never mind. Never mind. I hadn't looked at it since earlier because I got the notice. I looked at it and then I went straight into a meeting. It got accepted. You're fine. That's why I said, wait a minute. So you're approved. It got approved. So yeah, you're fine. Okay, good. Because I saw the notice come in. I was like, and then I had to go straight to a meeting. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't get to you. So good, good. So it's approved. You appealed. Yes. So that's all good. Because I was like, oh gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, Charmaine. Do we have a lesson learned or do we need to talk? Let me know if we need to chat. I'm happy to meet with you, friend. Unwritten Unstoppable, thank you so much for the shares. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for the support. Michelle Joy, how you doing, friend? You said lesson learned. Okay. Hello, how you doing, Mr. Treetop? Hello, hello, friend. Lauren, thank you so much. Kelly, thank you for joining. I appreciate you all coming on into the room. Appreciate you all supporting. Mrs. Treetop, thank you for that daily heart me. Um, so yeah, so TikTok is a little funny. We know TikTok. So TikTok will act up sometimes, but that's okay. We are getting through it, friends. Thank you all for coming in. Kelly says homemade items, crochet, wire wrap, jewelry, press on nails, and wrist beads. I love that, friend. All right, come in, friends. We're gonna get to talking. I titled this um thank you, Glow. How you doing? Thank you. I'm well. Hope you are feeling better. I am feeling better. I'm doing better. Little guy, I got the chance to meet with Black Lotus today too. She's live right now. Or was she live earlier? She might have stopped live. She might be on her way. And she got a chance to see my little guy, and he had a little snotty nose. I was like, oh Lord, I'm so embarrassed, y'all. So embarrassed. Um, so with that being said, I'm hoping I don't get sick all over again because of that little nose of his. So, but he's still recovering. Black Lotus, hey friend, hey OMG, how are you, friend? I was just saying you met my little guy. And he had that snotty nose. So I hope I don't get sick all over from his germs. He'll be back at school next week, so we'll see. We'll see. But I'm feeling better. I am feeling better. Good afternoon, everybody coming in. Thank you all. We are gonna chat a little bit. I talked earlier. We had a lot more new friends coming in, which was awesome. I always like to make sure I'm answering questions for our newbies. New year, new people coming to the app, new people trying to engage, new people figuring out, okay, how do I get on this TikTok train and see what's happening over here and see how I make money online. So we got people who are doing that too. I'm brave. She didn't scare me at all. Whatever. I wasn't trying to scare you. You said you had to come to the principal's office. We had a good time. Black Lotus she is good people, y'all. She is really good people. So I appreciate your friend. Thank you all who are coming in. Adam, thank you so much. Friends that are coming in the room, if you are new, let me know you're new. Seated together, you're back, friend. I see you, friend. Kelly, thank you so much for being here. This is our Ohana. How you doing, friend? Queen Lovely, thank you for joining. Adam, thank you for joining. And Boogie Bear, thank you for being here. I am still working on how to share my live while in TikTok Live Studio. When I get home, I will check. Yes, that's right, Charmaine. That's right. You taking the task on TikTok Live Studio. You and it just followed. Thank you so much, Adam. Let me thank you for the shares as well. What's up from the FYP? Appreciate your friend. Thank you for joining. Creator program members sharing daily family moments, cooking, laughs, and real life. Growing on TikTok, one video at a time. Follow the journey. Look at that, friend. That sounds great. That sounds absolutely wonderful. Well, welcome to the room. Appreciate you coming in. Let me know if you go live. I am definitely here. I see your friend. Thank you for coming back. Appreciate you joining us. Um, you said, Charmaine, you said this is giving me problems, Windows and Mac. I told you, you up for the challenge, Miss. That live studio. I'm just saying. I did my task of doing it, of going live on live studio. It's just too many hurdles for me in terms of how it operates. I do like the mobile phone device better. Black Lotus and I was actually talking about that, the tablet versus the phone, and I definitely am a pro phone. Phone all day for me. Tablet, live studio. So I don't know, y'all. So I hear you, friend. I got this. Just gotta be willing to look stupid while live at the same time. You'll be fine. post content about it. I mean, obviously it's a journey. That's actually a pro tip. I'm just gonna say that. You gotta post content where people see your journey. You know, if you guys go back to my early videos, you see when I went live early on in this process and trying to figure this out and talking about different things. My content was it was okay. And it got better. Yeah, so you'll see. Hold down in between the circles to share your live in voice chat. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you, Miss Darlene. I see that. Oh, so in between the circles, that's if you don't have your, is that when you don't have your circles on? You don't have your guest panels activated? Or you're saying regardless, you just have to be careful about where you hold them down at. Yeah, so she's talking about, but Miss Darlene, she's talking about the live studio, not the voice chat. But thank you for that tip. That's helpful. I don't think I knew that. I love the art piece behind you. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Bella, for that. You know what? I got this art piece. It was pre COVID. Yeah. Um, at like one of those home goods type places. It was just something that was there and it was metal. And I think that type of what is that, geometrical type shapes has always spoken to me. So I just got it and I loved it too. So thank you for that. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. You said you're saying your main, you have a puppies account. Okay, I see that. The rookie addict and sports addict niche, no idea. I don't know what that is too. Well, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Yes. Anytime. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes. So, we, Miss Sterling was talking about the voice chat. Charmaine, when you're talking about live studio, apparently, and this might be a conversation with Leanne. Leanne, she might have an idea better for the Mac, but I know when I was on live studio on my PC, it was a share button up top. You could share it up top and it would show a screen where you could share it to people similar to how you see here where you could share to the faces there, the circles. You could share it that way, but it didn't. I don't know if it shared out. I'm not sure if it worked. I didn't know that was about voice. Oh, okay, yeah, that was about voice chat. She said that was about voice chat. The the live studio when I was in it, it was up top. So to answer your question, it was a up top feature where you could share it up top like that. So that's what I would say to do. Um, so yeah, so try that and see if that helps for you. Um, Try that and see if that works for you. Okay. Those who came in, like I said, let me know if you guys have questions, especially my newbies. I usually will have a topic that we're going to cover. I know I had one of my newer live hosts. She had a question about TikTok Shop, so I may end up having to transition to that conversation, depending on if she comes back for this live. So if she comes back, I'll support her in answering some questions about TikTok Shop. I think it was TikTok Shop videos that she wanted some information for. So let me know if that's something of interest. But we'll stick to just talking about live, and we'll talk about the year of growth. I'm going to share some information about my journey. This week is going to be big and busy for my TikTok stuff. Okay. I love it. You know, I had when I do my 10 o'clock and I get off, I had the pleasure of meeting with some of you guys one on one, and I met with one of our other new creators. I met with Black Lotus, and I met with Dr. Nicole, who does leadership stuff, and we had a great conversation just about this process. And part of it was just kind of getting an understanding as a new person how to get started. And I say it all the time, and there's no joke about this. When you think about this journey, when you think about coming live here, a lot of it is a combination of what you put in your content. Ideally, your content is going to align with what you're talking about your live stream. So there needs to be that connection. So people get to know you, get to know your content. And then they in turn come to your live stream and see stuff here. So, Charmaine, we're talking about live studio. There was easily 2 or 3 people who saw my live studio content, and I didn't do a lot of videos, but I did some. How you doing, the Amara? Thank you so much. That came to my live because they saw the live studio content. And again, I'm very transparent about what I use. My phone live studio was an experiment, but people are interested in learning. So I'm going to schedule my lives and try to stick with this starting this week. A lot of testing. There we go, friend. So that was part of our conversation too. Thank you so much coming in. Those who are joining me, I appreciate you, Elle. How you doing, friend? That was part of my conversation today too, because a lot of it is that we talk about consistency is key. It absolutely is key. I'm going to take it a step further. It's about commitment. And that's the hard part. You can be consistent in showing up, but when you take that commitment to come up with a schedule and commit yourself to a time, to a day, all that matters in terms of how you grow. Because here's what's happening, and this is something I want to point out to you all. Here's what will happen. Say person A has a schedule where they show up 3 times a week, different times of the day, but their schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll say that. And on those days, they may show up at 4 o'clock and again on Thursday at 7 o'clock. So those are the days they show up. 3 days a week, couple different times. Then you got another person, same topic, same niche, they show up 5 days a week or 7 days a week. We'll say 7 days a week for this example. They show up 7 days a week. Now, the viewer is searching. Hey, Blue, how you doing, friend? The viewer is searching. Let's say the topic, I always like my crocheters. How you doing? Mix it up with Gigi. My crocheters, my crocheters. The viewer's like, you know what? I want to learn how to crochet. So person A and B both do crocheting content. They both go live talking about crocheting. They're showing their crocheting stuff. That's what they do. How you doing, T Love? Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming in, getting that daily heart me. That person is looking for crocheting content. So they search beginner crocheting. Now, when you're going live, you say, I saw crochet and it just learned so that's funny. Hey, how you doing, everybody in the room? How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Those who are joining, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you joining me. Thank you. Let me know, my newbies in the room. Tell me where you're from so we can get some engagement happening too. So tell me where you're from. So let's play this analogy out. What's gonna happen? You said, did my first live yesterday. I gotta get past the talking to myself phase. Congratulations. Congratulations on doing the first live, first of all. Okay? That's first and foremost. Okay. It's no one upstate New York. Oh, look at you, friend. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Step, how you doing, friend? Um, Let me say though, that's great that you did the first one. And at the end of the day, this gets easier. Me talking to myself, I told you. When you talk to yourself, you gotta think about it this way. You are talking to your best friend. Okay? You said it's cold in Florida. It is cold. It is. It was cold. Today my computer says 69 degrees. I ain't been outside, y'all. I ain't even been outside. So I don't know. My husband and my son been outside, and he said it was cold because he had my son in some sweat clothes so he could stay warm. But he had them layered. But yeah, I took my dog out this morning. Did you? Yeah, he said it was cold. I haven't been out there. Um, where are you at, Charmaine? I'm in Orlando. Are we close? Where were you at? Great afternoon, Miss. How you doing? The Women's Heart. Thank you so much for being here. Kay, how are you, friend? Groveland. That's right. We close. We're neighbors. Yeah, we're not far from each other. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we got similar weather. Yeah. So yeah, he said it was chilly, but I haven't been out there. Yesterday was chilly. It was. I think today was warmer than yesterday. Thank you all. Great afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. So let's play this scenario out. The person who's going live daily, when their viewer is doing that search, who do you think TikTok is going to show to? TikTok is going to show the person that's going live daily. They're not going to show the random person. You see what I'm saying? Like you're increasing your odds because you're showing up daily. The random person is not going to get the views the way the consistent person is. TikTok is going to push out that person a little bit more. So that's why I said you got to kind of think about your schedule. That schedule and that commitment matters. I did my second live, one of two. I did my second live yesterday. Who was careful to use correct language? All right, but 2 minutes shut me down. What you mean? What happened? What's your live about? Beachy girl, what happened? You shut yourself down on TikTok. You said teach easy multiple streams of income remotely. Tap okay. The link. Answer the beach. Answer that. Beachy girl 818 sent to get it. Gotcha. What was your laugh about? Okay. Do you think it's because when I was setting it up, I did not brand my content or something? Who shut it down? They did for 3 days. Oh, oh, you got a violation. How you doing, Decia? Is that Decia? Thank you so much, friend. Help me pronounce your name right. Yes, Happy New Year. Yeah, that sounds like you got a violation. It's not necessarily, if you got to shut down for 3 days, you said something. You said or did something in that live. What, Disha, is that it? Disha? Disha. I think that's it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. I think I said it right. Disha Neil. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. Um, Beachy, what's your topic about? You said multiple streams of income. Thank you, Fran. I appreciate it. Sometimes it comes quick to my head and sometimes I don't. I did exactly what a few people do every day. Same verbiage. Well, okay, couple things. Did you have on your content disclosure? Thank you so much, Idea Barista. Appreciate your friend. Um, was it SOB? What is SOB? I'm not. It ain't registering. My head went to the curse word. So I was like, she don't mean that, does she? So I thought I didn't put over 18 years old and my content did not click that. So I thought I didn't put over 18 and my content did not click that. So you might not have put 18, but you also have to turn on what's called a content disclosure. Audience control is 18, content disclosure is the other thing. For 3 days, what did they say was the violation? Do you mind putting that in the chat? That'll let me know a little bit more about what your topic is about. What was the violation category? Um, put video on learning, standing on business. Okay. Okay. Maybe standard operating business. How you doing? Blue, you funny. Standard operating business. Standard operating procedure. That's SOP. But we don't know. But she say standing on business, y'all. That's what it meant. Standing on business. So I love that, Charmaine. Beachy, what did you get your violation for, friend? You said, oh. What you get in trouble for? Because that's gonna tell us what TikTok think of what you said. And if you're saying you did what everybody else do, potential scam. I thought so. And he said, but I was sharing my story of side business, stand on business in these Chanel shoes. I love that. Hello, E-Nurse. How you doing, friend? Okay, so I thought so. So something about when you're talking about multiple streams of income, when you talk about money, things like that, TikTok's very cautious of people. You said, "Oh, that was that's our lyrics." Oh, I don't know. You know, I'm a little old. That's I knew who you're talking about though, but you said in these Chanel shoes too. um, I'm gonna say y'all laughing. Beachy, you yeah, you may have to revamp how you're talking about your topic altogether. And so, first of all, content disclosure and audience control probably needs to come on all the time. You're going to have to turn that on. You're also probably going to have to talk about your services or what you're talking about in a way that is more teaching and learning, not focused on here's what you need to get, here's what you need to, you got to focus on rewording how you're talking about it. So you're going to show people or educate people about different ways, but you're going to have to be careful about the words you're using. Because if it sounds like it's a scam, if it sounds like, read, go back and read the violation community guidelines under that violation, because that'll help give you a sense of some things that maybe you have said or maybe you've shown something or you were talking about something in particular that TikTok was like, no, that's not acceptable. Okay, so just be cognizant of how you said it. But let me show you the content disclosure in the audience controls, so you will turn those on before you go live. Okay, there's a lady on my team who does a live every day and goes way harder than I do. No violation for her. We don't know her story. Did she say she's never gotten one? She might have got one early on, like you just got one. And then now she had to reevaluate how she says it. But she may have the content disclosure on in the audience control. That may be the thing she turned on too. So, depending on what she's saying, this whole thing, TikTok is very sensitive about, making it sound like people, just the whole conversation where you're using language where people can make money online and all the things that come with that. You just got to be careful about how you say it. I think that was it. Content in my brand. I didn't click that. Yeah. Yeah, turn those two on. I would be careful though, because I had somebody who kept getting it even after they turned that on. So that's why I'm like, might be something you're saying or something you're showing. This person I'm talking about, she showed a resume. TikTok was like, well, wait a minute. Why do you keep showing this document? And so that was the one thing that kept getting her in trouble too. She was showing that document. So just be careful. Let's go here. You know how to find the content disclosure? Okay. That's a new feature. TikTok showing you where different things are located. That's good. Let me show this to you guys. Hello, how you doing, Ebony? Appreciate you all being here. Thank you all for coming in. If you guys don't mind tapping and sharing out the live, I got a violation for potential redirecting traffic when my products was linked to the video. Yes. Yeah, you got to be careful for that. It was a restriction. The violation is when they shut you down for a couple of days. So you got to be careful for how you say things. Okay, so here, under settings, why is it not? Never wants to work for me. Hello, honestly, Carolyn. How are you, friend? Thank you, Janine, for reposting. Appreciate you, friend. So when you come in here, you're going to toggle on audience control. Okay, thank you for the shares. And then you're going to come all the way down to the content disclosure. You click that content disclosure, you're going to turn on your brand. You're going to click my own brand, not anyone else's brand, your brand. So those are the things you're going to turn on every single time. Now, again, I'm going to say again, it's probably the way you're talking about it too. Thank you for that. Chat later. Thank you so much, Unwritten Unstoppable. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for the support. I said link instead of card. Yes. Yes. So just make sure you turn those two things on whenever you go live. Can you show that again? Sure. Sure. Is Hey, Kim loves Jamaica. How are you, friend? How's everything going? Dr. Lisa, I'm about to go live. Look at you. Awesome, awesome. TikTok just gave me the Flash Go ice cream cones. If you guys don't mind supporting my Flash Go, I just got the Flash Go. This is one. Thank you so much, Janine. I appreciate you. It's one item per person. Appreciate you all coming in. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for that daily heart me as well, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. All of you who are here, I appreciate you supporting the Flash Go. So it's one per person. It's TikTok's way. I'm saying this for our new friends. It's TikTok's way of making sure that the live is moving. People are supporting. TikTok creates this goal, and that's where they're asking people to support the live in this way. So as a live host, you can decide to activate it or not. You can dismiss it. I tell people try to do it at least 80% of the time. You don't want to get in the habit of having your room not be able to grow because you're missing that flash goal and missing the opportunity for TikTok to push more people in the room because they think, well, people aren't going to engage enough in here. So just keep that in mind. I always tell you guys what to do as a way to kind of help you grow as well. So flash goal, I normally do it unless it's like heart me's, not a lot of people, no point in activating it. Or it has a high goal. And I'm like, you know what, TikTok, that's ridiculous. Is there a list of words somewhere that we can't say on live? People seem to know what can and can't. Some of it is learning as you go. I talk about some of the words you just got to be careful about saying. It depends on your live. It depends on how you're talking about things. A lot of times it's not necessarily what you say, it's the way you say it. That's the biggest thing about TikTok. Sometimes I can say the word link. I can say, if you want to learn about my agency, visit my profile, and there's a web page. you can click that link and learn about my TikTok Creator Network and apply to the agency. I said all that. TikTok doesn't get mad at me. TikTok, you better not get mad at me. But, so you say stuff, and some people can say things. I say the word follow. And so it's really a lot of times the way you say it. Okay, so I'm going to say that over again. The way you say it, I got in trouble with TikTok and during the summer when they were doing Community Fest. I was talking about follow, and the way I said it, TikTok was like, I said, "Oh, you guys have to," and TikTok was like, "No, they don't." They gave me a restriction. So, and it's something I've said before, but it was the way I said it. I said it very commanding, demanding like. And TikTok was like, "I don't like the way you said that." And so you just got to be careful. It's how you say things and maybe the combination of words you're using. Would you say it's better to go live in the AM or PM? I see a lot of bigger people in the evenings. Give me a second. Let me explain maybe one logic behind that. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate your friend. Give me one second. Let me explain this real quick because I was going to show real quick the content disclosure. Somebody just asked me about that. We're going to go here to the live side and then under settings. Oh, be nice. Why it does that? I got to get a new screen protector. So you're going to go scroll down under settings. And under settings, you're going to see audience control. You're going to turn that on if you're selling something. And then content disclosure is the thing here. It's toward the bottom, okay? And you're going to turn on your content disclosure. So those are the two things you would do to make sure, depending on your topic or what you're talking about, turn on those two features, okay? When it comes to AM versus PM, you said I say that too. What do you say, friend? Sarah, how you doing? What do you say, friend? It's the way you say things. Because I hate to tell people a list of words you can and can't say, and then people say it, and you're like, well, why was I able to say it? Why did I go? It just depends. It really just depends. Thank you so much. I don't want you to feel like, so when you're talking about money stuff, you got to be really careful because they will say fraud and scam violation without a doubt. I've had two creators in the agency get slapped with that. And it really was, again, how they were saying stuff, what they were showing on the screen. And I was like, you can't do that. Sounds scamish. TikTok is concerned about that. So you got to be careful. Okay. I know you can't talk about illicit drugs. I think you got to have careful about slang talk like that, even if it's the slang version of words like that. Sometimes that can be a trigger. So you got to be careful in that way. Hey, my favorite four, how are you, friend? And so you got to be careful about those type of terms. Um, Again, because minors are here, depending on your topic, if it is a word or a conversation that's a little bit more mature in nature or trauma or triggering in some kind of way, you got to make sure you have that audience control on and content disclosure because you'll say words and you'll get slapped with a restriction. Okay, so again, it's about what you're saying. Turn on that content disclosure and audience control and how you're saying it. Okay, how you're saying it can get you in trouble too. So, in terms of times to go live, thank you all who are here. I appreciate you all. We do have the flash go, 4 more ice cream cones. If you can support the flash go, appreciate you all coming in supporting. Thank you so much. Um, and thank you, friends. Appreciate you all. We're almost there. Thank you for coming in. Idea Barista. Appreciate you. 2 more ice cream cones. So we'll see if we can make that happen. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you for that daily heart me as well. So time of day. Here's what I would say. It's funny. I end up watching you whenever I am given. Oh Lord, really? I'm your Plaza television show. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, friend. You said whenever I'm giving plasma. You said my bio life. Okay. Well, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Tell people I said hello. um, Here's what I will say. Time of day. So the reason why you see creators going later in the evening, one of the things is it's relating to the league that they're in, especially the big creators. When you go later in the evening, there's a thing that's called reset. You start the new day for TikTok. Because we're on the East Coast, the time changed. It's now 11 o'clock. It used to be midnight when we were on the daylight savings time, but now it's at 11 p.m. So people are paying attention. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, E-Nurse. I appreciate your friend. I think, well, did that help? I think, did that get us? No, we got one more. I don't know if that finished us. Thank you so much, everybody. One more ice cream cone. If you can support, that would be great. Um, and so if you did it already, it's fine. Thank you so much, Black Lotus. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for that. Okay. And so what happens is with reset, when reset happens, they want to make sure that they're still in good, they're in a position where they're not going to lose a fragment. Maybe they can league up. Maybe they can preserve where they're at. So it just depends on what's going on with their league at that time. Okay, so leagues are up here. It says popular live is the other reason. The other reason that they will probably go in the evening is because during that time frame, there's called a popular live hour. I think it happens at the 9 p.m. It might be 8 p.m. with the time difference now. So between that, how you doing, Leanne? Between those two reasons, people are going live later so that they can also get visibility, get support with their viewers based on what time they're going live. People are coming in the evening times and they're able to support and they're able to maintain their their current status or either league up or improve. So all that is wrapped up into time that you go live. So it is a part of it. Now, it's okay, it's for me. Now, I actually teach that that's something you pay attention to because you need a community as you have started going live more frequently. So if you're someone who's just going live passively, maybe a few days out the week, or if you're going live, in a sense that, just on occasion you click on the go live and start talking, then that's not something you need to worry about. Time of day don't matter to you because you just going live whenever. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that. So would you advise branding people to stick with the morning? Um, no, not necessarily. I mean, you go live when you, first of all, here's what I would tell you. Go live when you think you can be consistent. That's the first thing. Because if you're trying to just go live on occasion, it don't matter what time you go live, really. Because you're not trying to really pay attention to some of those growth metrics that are in there, the leagues, the popular votes, that type of stuff. So you're just trying to go live whenever. So if you're trying to be consistent, because the leagues require you to focus on a 24-hour clock. So if you're just trying to go live casually, then it doesn't matter what time you go live. You go live when you can. Okay, that's the first thing I would say. Now, if you're trying to be consistent, then maybe you want to think about your live time a little bit more carefully. But again, I start with you. You always got to say, this is a live time I can go. I can stick to it. So let me say this differently because I'm going to tell you my story. Does it really help your league up after the gallery reset? Um, well, yes, it does. If you're starting a new day, that the gifting and engagement that happens even in the later evening, it could position you where you don't have to work as hard when you go live your next time around. If your live is at 10 o'clock or 10 a.m. like me, or 4 p.m., you might have a little bit of advantage. It could get pushed back down to 99, but it may give you a little bit of edge if you got enough engagement during that time. I think that's what you're asking, Janine. It could help though. It's my testing week, keeping track of my times. There we go, friend. Yeah, pay attention to your times. Yes. So thank you for the follow, Patricia. I appreciate you. So Janine, I think I answered your question, but let me know if that's where you were going with that, friend. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for asking. But you want to say there because it's a moving target. You may not stay there because it's a moving target. You're right. You may not stay there. So somebody like me, if I go live at 11, so say I came back and I did my voice chat and I had to kind of preserve myself to stay in my league. And I did it right before reset, staying where I was at. And then after reset happens, people come in, I get some gifts then. And maybe I get a couple gifts that kind of move me along the timeline. When I go live at 10, it's quite possible that I don't start at 99% because I'm going live earlier in the morning. So it's quite possible I may not start at 99%. Now, somebody like you who do 11 and do reset, and then you come back later and go live at do you go live at like 8:30, 9 o'clock p.m.? It may not have an impact because the whole day basically has gone by just for a few hours. Now, it could help, but it probably wouldn't. You're right. It probably would have pushed you back to 99% in that case, because everybody else who's gone live throughout the day. But somebody like me, I probably would be okay. Does that make sense? Got it. Just a small boost. It depends on what's happening between. So live fest, it probably wasn't having a big impact because everybody was going live all the time. It probably didn't do too much of anything. But regular time, like now, and other times where there's not such a big event happening, it could help. I could see it being a nice little boost to your day. Just depends on what's happening though. But again, and it also depends on when you go live again. Because if you go live later in the day normally, it probably wouldn't have impact. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you so much, friend. How you doing? Thanks. Take care. Okay, let's go back to the time of day. So what I was gonna give, unbothered by negativity. Look at you, friend. Well, welcome. Me too. That's my motto for the year. Unbothered by negativity. um, so what I will say is time of day. So here's what happened for me. January, started going live. Thank you for the follow. Started going live on a regular basis. I picked 4 o'clock. I picked 4 o'clock p.m., which is the time I'm live now, because first of all, you guys know the story. I went live every day over 2025. So 2025 was my year of going live. Thank you so much. Welcome. Appreciate you, friend. Was my year of going live, and I was trying to be consistent. Okay. So I missed a few days, but not many. Um, when I started on January 1st, I picked 4 o'clock. That was my time. The reason I picked it is because, first of all, my job, I was able, because I was still working my 9 to 5, my job allowed me to have flexibility towards the end of the day. So I could kind of maneuver my schedule around so that I had 4 o'clock free. And so I was able to kind of stick to it that way. My husband, he works in K-12, so he was coming home around 3:30, 4 o'clock. He would go for his walk. So again, not interrupting him, he not interrupting me. And then our son, he's 5 now. He was in preschool at the time, but now he's in kindergarten. He was still at school. He was still at daycare. So not interrupting my life. And I was going live consistently for about an hour. That 4 o'clock hour was my live time, and I was able to do that. Now I gradually grew to like doing 90 minutes, then 2 hours. But essentially, I picked a time that worked for me. Okay, that's how I started. Then I added the 10 o'clock in February because I was like, okay, I can maneuver my schedule again. My husband went home, my son went home, no interruptions. I can do it. And so I added the 10 and then the 4. So just pick a time that works for you. Now, strategically, was that the right times when it comes to factoring in leagues and factoring in all the other things that happen later in the evening? Probably not. I can say that now that I've done this and been through it, I probably could have been going live a little later, so that way I was able to maybe capitalize on people coming home from work and they tune in and they're listening to me, or capitalize on people who were engaging in the evening times and making sure that I was also preserving and supporting my lead. Hey, thank you, Black Lotus, on those roses, title gifter. Thank you so much, friend. And so I could capitalize on that as well. So just recognize there's some factors when it comes to the TikTok live, but also kind of the gameplay. The way I was That's the way I would describe it. It's kind of like the game of TikTok. Like, what are you trying to achieve here? What are you trying to do to grow? So people do pick the evening times because of the popular vote hour. Those A-leaguers, there's a lot of battling happening. There's probably a little bit more people on the app in the evening that have come home from work and they're able to scroll on their phone and they're, out in these TikTok streets. And then the morning time, you might see a different type of audience, maybe your early risers, the people who have topics that are helping people as they drive to work and get ready in the morning. So you might have a different type of audience. But again, it depends on your consistency, your time of day that you're available, and you can do your live stream as well as what type of audience you're trying to engage with. Some people don't like the evenings because the evenings, the freaks come out at night. so, so you get a little wonky in the evenings, but depends on who you're talking to. Depends on your focus. Sometimes it does. It depends on who you're talking to, and what you're trying to do in your live stream. So you have to kind of decide what that looks like for you. If I was to make a recommendation, my 4 o'clock was, I think my 4 o'clock was good. The other thing I'm going to put in, laugh out loud, yes, there are some interesting characters labeled. That's not, yes, absolutely, Fred. um, so I will say this though, when it comes to my 4 o'clock, the one thing I want you to keep in mind also is that the different time zones. So, Amara, where are you located? What time zone are you located? You West Coast, Midwest, East Coast? Where are you at? Because that factors in too. So you'll see a lot of people in the evening time that are West Coast friends. They're West Coast. Like I was going to bed, and some of the favorite creators I liked, they was just coming on at 11. I'm like, I'm going to bed. So, but they're West Coast, and that's what time they start. So you got to kind of factor that in too. You'll have people who come to TikTok and do their live in the evenings because of the time difference in the time zone they're in. Okay, so just kind of keep that as a factor as well. Who she's not in here now, but Carol, the voice guru, she comes on later sometimes too. I'm like, I would love to sit in on hers, and Halaku. I was like, I would love to sit in, but they too late for me. I'm about to figure it out though, but they are later, and so just know it just depends on where you're located because that could be a factor. I was gonna say my 10 o'clock is my West Coast folks, 7 in the morning, 8 o'clock, depending on if they're West or what is that, Mountain Time. So they sometimes will pop in because they're getting up and starting their day. So my 10 o'clock isn't too, is perfect for them because they're like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna turn on my phone and listen to Dr. Lisa while I'm getting ready in the morning, drinking my coffee, doing whatever I'm doing. Whereas my West Coast folks, they're probably at work already or heading to work, and they're listening as they're setting their phone up, and nothing is really distracting them from work, so they can listen to me then. Commute time, yeah, it is a commute time for many people. That's true. So just depends on what you're doing. But again, the time I always say start with you. You gotta start with you because the key to this whole conversation about growth, it has to be built on you being consistent. You can't grow if you're not showing up. You know, she's. I guess I am happily married. Yeah, your 10 a.m. is 7 for us. Work time, commute, etc. Yep, that's it. Yep. So and so people are doing their thing in the morning. So kind of keep that in mind. How many hours? How many hours to go live? You know, I would say try to do at least an hour as you're learning the algorithm, you're talking, you're sharing. We had a lot of people go live in the agency yesterday, y'all. I have to say this again. We had over 23 people at one point go live. Thank you so much. Where the box of gloves come from? You're so funny, Black Lotus. She's like, let me give her these box of gloves. Appreciate you. Yeah, we had 20 over 23 people. We're doing a challenge in January, so legendary January. So people are going live. Charmaine, you included, you in the numbers. You said I sure did. Thank you. I appreciate that, Black Lotus. Um, so you're going live, and you're getting points for how long you go, for how many minutes you go live. So that's why we're seeing so many people go live. You said I am. Is that a question mark or I am? I am. Which one was that, an exclamation mark or a question mark? Let me know. But yes, you are. um but what I was going to say is that you want to try to go live in the beginning. If you're going to pick a consistent time, You said I'm doing my thing. I love it. If you're gonna pick a consistent time going live, try to go live at least an hour so the algorithm can get to know you. How you doing, Jenny? How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Um, and then as you pick a consistent time, you want to start increasing. So go an hour, go 90 minutes, go 2 hours, go 2.5 hours, go 3 hours. 3.5 hours if you can. And there's people who actually do it level 6. Congratulations, friend. And so try to go a little longer. Try to get comfortable. Try to get the algorithm used to what you're talking about, who you're engaging with. So all that is something you want to do because again, this becomes part of TikTok getting to know you as much as your viewers. Okay? So let me repeat that. TikTok got to get to know you. This is not about you just showing up saying whatever. You're saying things that matter to your target audience so that the algorithm knows that you're here. So TikTok needs to understand your topic. Needs to understand what you're doing here. So that way, as people are searching for your topic, your niche, then they can put you in the FYP and they can see you. So you're gonna hear me, I in the beginning of my live, I was like, hi TikTok, hello TikTok, I'm here. We're talking about all things going live. I want you to know we're talking to people who are nervous, afraid, scared to go live. We're asking people to come on in. TikTok, this is about TikTok tips. We're growing. So these are words that people are talking about. They're talking about being scared. They're talking about being nervous. How to make money online. I want to grow on TikTok. All the things that people might search. I need TikTok go live tips. So as you're doing that, the algorithm is getting to know you. It's getting to know your topic. It's getting to know your target audience. And so I tell people all the time, do your research in the beginning, okay? And then when you're going live, here's a couple tips that you can do. And we had some people come in, so I appreciate you if you join my live. Thank you so much for being here. If I did not say hello to you, feel free to say hi in the chat so I know you're here. Hey, hey, how you doing, friend? I see you. Hey, hey. But put something in the chat. But one thing you can do is as people are coming in, you can click their bio. And that's another thing that you want to do. Get to know your audience so that again, first of all, that stretches out the time you're here because you're engaging with your audience member and you're reading their bio and you're answering questions for them. Watch your live for 300 minutes. Look at you. Appreciate your friend. And so that's a way that you can stretch out the time if it feels like, oh, this is taking forever. And then the other thing you can do is invite people up and have conversations with them. Invite guests. I would tell you be careful. You can put some guardrails in place where if you're inviting guests up, make sure that maybe they're a fan club member. You know, they may have been a fan club member at a level, we just saw level 6, maybe level 10. You can decide what that is, level 5. If you want to have, and you get to know the person, they've come back a few times. So they're getting to know you. Because this is an indicator that that person is invested in what you're teaching. And they're coming back and learning a little bit more and they're coming and engaging and stuff. So that's important that you have a little bit more, people coming in to support your live stream. Hey, Nika Grace, how you doing, friend? Welcome back in. So that's something you can do, and people who are used to your live stream, they come back and you can ask them up in the box, hello, hey friend, how you doing? But 60 minutes, 1 hour is good. A minimum, what I tell people, so for the Scale Live rewards, let me know if I need to talk about the Scale Live rewards if you have no clue what I'm talking about. But for the Scale Live rewards, it says you don't monetize at the maximum amount unless you've done 25 minutes or more. Okay? So the maximum amount you can get is 38%. You said, please tell, please. Okay, so I'll talk about Scale Live rewards. The max you can earn is 38% at 25 minutes or more. Thank you for the shares, Nick. I appreciate you, friend. Now, I'll break it down in a second for you. So 38% is the max you can earn just from your time, how long you've gone live. 25 minutes or more gets you that amount. So I tell people, just to be on the safe side, how you doing, Joy? Just to be on the safe side, try to go at least 30 minutes. You know, Start off with at least 30 minutes just so that you know all things are good in the world, and TikTok has things covered, and you're getting at least 30 minutes. And thank you for the follow, Coach. How are you, friend? Really quickly, if you are new in the room, say put new in the chat, say hello. Let me see how you're doing. I haven't seen Love University. I saw her yesterday. Did she go live yesterday? I don't think so though. I had to check. I don't think she did. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Um, is it Shifi? Is that Shifi? Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you so much, Coach Shifi. And it says you stop self sabotage at the nervous system level. Reprogram your brain, rebuild your identity, start with the matter, and then you have your webpage in there. Oh, nice. I love that. Awesome, friend. Thank you for being here. Um, so I tell people to at least go 30 minutes at a minimum. Very, like, if nothing else. And when you're in your live, there's a little house right under the power off button if you're on the phone. Thank you. I'm here to learn. You're welcome, friend. So there's a house here. That house you can click to see your real-time analytics. Your time is also in the top right corner, or you can swipe from right to left. So from right to left, you swipe the screen and it'll show your analytics. So when I swipe my screen or press that house, it says I've been live right now for 57 minutes. Okay? So I've been live for 57 minutes. Now, more than likely, I'll probably stay live for another hour. Okay? So, hey Cornelia, how you doing, friend? But again, that's how you can check your real-time analytics. Now, so my newbies, when if I get a chance to get you live, if you ever have questions like this, I want you to know those type of things. I want you to pay attention to how long you've been live. Hey, friend, how long you've been live, how many new followers you have. And so, really quickly, another thing that you need to know. So when you look at your analytics, TikTok is really transparent with you all. Can I transfer from live conversation to, you mean shoppable live? Look at you, level 17. Appreciate you, friend. Leveling up in the room. Appreciate you. Jenny, can you transition from a live conversation to a shoppable live? Yes. You just activate your shopping cart. So there's a shopping cart in your live. If you click it, it says add products. You add the products that are either recommended products or products that are in your showcase, and you can go live with them. Anything you pin, like if you pin a product, you have to show the product. So if I was to activate my shopping cart, I have this click on light that is in my showcase. If I wanted to show you guys this click on light, I can show it to you, but I should pin it so that TikTok knows that I'm showing a product. What turns on is your audience control, so it makes the live 18 years and older, and then it also turns on the content disclosure where you are now promoting another brand, not your own brand, somebody else's brand. So that's what happens with the shopping cart turned on. And then what I will tell you is I don't do this. Some people are able to do it. It doesn't work for me. But I will say never turn on any of your panel boxes and bring guests up or co-hosts with that shopping cart on, because that's where people get the static image. I get that. Some people don't. Don't know why it happens that way, but it's every time I turn on my panel boxes, I'll get that one. I have products, but going between my phone and laptop shows something different. On your phone, yeah, you got to do phone for shoppable lives. Your laptop, you would do the behind the scenes system is called Live Manager, but you got to use your phone to go live with your products or your tablet. So Shop is not in Live Studio. So Live Manager is like a database, a analytics for the shop side of the house, but it's not available on the Live Studio right now. You said, oh yes, Live Studio is the issue. Yeah, so you can't do TikTok Shop on Live Studio. You only can do it on your mobile devices. Okay. Um, I so appreciate you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't know. Now I don't use it Live Studio often enough. I don't think it's become available anytime recently. So I've heard it's not there as of last month. So if it changes, it'll change at some point. I have journals to sell. How does it work with this, please? How does what work? You talking about with TikTok live? Let me know what you meant by that. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you for the engagement, everyone. As of this morning, I said no. You said as of this morning, no, it's not there. Okay. Okay. I was like, I don't think it's changed. Yeah. So no, it's not there on the laptop. Not there yet. Shoppable on Live Studio. Okay, Shoppable on Live Studio is not there. So no. Okay. TikTok Shop. Chef. Ke- um, what is it? Chefy. Coach Chefy. TikTok Shop is thank you for the follow, Dr. Taylor. Um, so TikTok Shop for sellers, because you said you have journals. TikTok Shop for sellers is where you would get a seller account and put your physical products, not digital. So I hope these ain't ebooks or e-journals. Um, Physical products inside TikTok Shop. I don't have a TikTok seller account. I have the affiliate account where I get the affiliates for creator side. Um, and because of that, as you they are printables. So no. So there has to be a physical product that you are shipping out to them. Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah. Has to be something you're physically shipping out. Watch your live for 100 minutes. Thank you so much, Jenny. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much, Dr. Toya. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you joining. It says lifestyle slash career plus more. Check out some cool New York jewelry and beyond with me. Love that. NYC lifestyle. Love that, friend. Thank you so much for joining the live. I have TikTok seller. Yes. So um, OMG, I love your earrings. She is a TikTok shop seller. I'm going to use you, OMG. So if you guys have questions about selling physical products, she has her earrings. Her earrings are gorgeous, y'all. I just bought some earrings. If you have some questions about setting up a TikTok shop seller, she's in the room. Definitely message her. Definitely connect with her. She can kind of give you her insights on setting it up. I've always heard it's a little cumbersome. It's not easy. You got to jump through some hurdles. It's not super easy to do. So you definitely want to make sure you do your diligence, talk to people, connect with people so you understand what to do. So I can't do affiliate because of that. Um, you know what? I'm gonna say possibly. I've heard people get creator accounts too as sellers. What I would recommend if I were you, I would have my seller account. I wouldn't mix the two. I would create a new account and get TikTok Shop for Creator on the other account. Kind of the way I operate, even though I got TikTok Shop on this account and I do sometimes pin them, I mainly work off my shop page. I have a separate account. That's what I would tell you to do. I wouldn't mix the two. Just because TikTok wants you to focus on selling your products, and I think it would become too confusing. And if you're going to post shoppable videos, it's totally taken away from your algorithm um, for your own content. And for selling, you have to ship in 3 days, and it's net 15 or 30. Yeah. I think that was a statement. You know what? I don't have a seller comment, so I don't know if that's true or not. But I think you're telling us some information about the seller side. Well, I'm John Hunt. I figure I will build my TikTok career. There we go, friend. I love it. Yes, I would have to do another. Yes, yeah. Right. Yeah. It goes fast. I mean, don't feel like you couldn't do it. You could do it. You can absolutely do it. It just depends on how you want to approach it, but you can absolutely do it. For this account, this was actually my second account, and I built this account more because I'm here more so than my primary account, which was originally my shop page. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. So don't let that deter you. I mean, it is time consuming, but you can easily post some content, engage a little bit on that account, engage a couple times a week, and then before you know it, you have enough followers and people so that account can be um, its own presence, its own brand when it comes to shop side. So here's my shop page because I'm going to show that anyway because of the yes, yep. So I was going to show it anyway because I was going to talk about the Skill Lab rewards. So let me talk about that because I know that question came up and people were interested. So yeah, so I